Good evening. I wasn't planning on doing a YouTube video today, but it's been such a nice day. I'm off on a nice little ride to an off-road track to enjoy the sunset, and I'm going to take Monica with me. And it's too good an opportunity not to take you with me. I've had so many messages from Mutt owners saying, Freddie, you have to take the Mutt off-road. They are a riot off-road. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So the off-road track that we're going to is 25 minutes away. I'm going to take Monica with me, so we're going to ride 2 up to the track, then have a bit of fun off-roading, enjoy the sunset, and let's see what this Mutt's all about. But lightweight and off-roading equals a lot of fun, so I'm super excited for this. About 45 minutes until sunset. We've just arrived at the green lane, blue skies, and I completely forgot to say in the last video, to give you an idea about size, I'm 6'1", and this is how I look on the Mutt. Actually, even though it's got a shorter wheelbase, the seat height is a bit higher than my Bonneville, but it's very comfortable. Also, another point that a few people were surprised about, this is actually a Euro 5 bike, so it's absolutely bang up to date with all of the emissions, which is, it's a really good thing. They say that actually when we're speaking to Mutts with the exhaust, they had to dial down the exhaust note because Mutt's quite famous for having quite a throaty, loud exhaust. But listen to this, just so you can get an idea. I actually think this is a pretty good exhaust note for Euro 5. Do you know, I think they've done better than a good job actually, because almost every other Euro 5 bike I've tested, from the BMW R9T to the Scout Bobber, even to a Harley Breakout that I saw about 2 weeks ago, that were all disappointing with exhaust notes, this is actually pretty good. So for Euro 5 standards, I would say they've done a very good job with that. I'll just give you a quick tour, because up there's where we're going, but with all of these green lanes, it's not just all about the actual green lane bit where you go on the motorbike. You're almost always in the middle of the countryside, like I said with the Bonneville, in places that you'd never usually go to. And look at where we are here. It's just beautiful. Again, no one around at all, just great country paths all over the place, but we'll get back on the bike. But this is just as an example about how many beautiful areas there are that are green lanes. Just looking at this Mutt, it really is a stunningly good looking bike. I think it's very similar to the Bonneville, but I've had, let me just come around this side as well, I've had a few people saying actually that it's very similar to the pre-1980 Husqvarnas, the bikes that would have ridden in the Bajas out in California, kind of Steve McQueen type era of the early 70s. And I do get that, it's before my time, so I had to Google it, but I do get that. It's a stop in the street looking good bike, this. It really is, from every angle. A seriously cool looking bike. You know, I was thinking what this bike is. This bike means that anyone wanting to get into biking can go out tomorrow and buy the 125 version of this bike, and the very next day you can be riding around on the dusty tracks pretending to be Steve McQueen. That's priceless. I'm serious, I didn't think it was going to make it then. I'm massively impressed. It's always hard on videos telling exactly how steep something is. But let me try and show you how steep this is. So Monica is over exactly where I'm pointing out, that tree line. And that's the steep slope that runs all the way down, right down. Must be an 80-meter drop that we've just climbed up. Almost, well, sheer's a lie, but I'm amazed. I was actually genuinely scared then. It did brilliantly well. And we're right at the top of the other side. Beautiful. Now I need to try and get back down. And it's often harder getting down than it is going up. Genuinely, actually, bit nervous about this. That's the hardest off-roading thing I've ever been brave enough to do on a bike. I'm an awful off-roader, so I'm not saying that I'm some kind of expert. I'm the opposite of that. Don't think there's any other way to get back. That, just around there, I can see, but the camera can't pick it up. That's Monica. I need to try and figure out how to get back. Here we go. I'm going to zoom in. That dot there is Monica's helmet, and I need to get down this path, so I'll put back on, God, that is scary. I'll put back on the camera onto my strap and try and reach. There's Monica's helmet. If anyone ever wonders why Monica's never in the vlogs, it's because she's very camera shy, but here we go. It's like a wild animal. We found Monica. You here are witnessing Monica on camera. She has absolutely no idea about it. I really hope she keeps this in the video. As you can see, it's really hard work, and I was genuinely scared there. And I'll be completely honest, I actually got semi-stuck coming back up and got into a bit of a situation. But because the Mutt is so light and manoeuvrable, it's actually a dream bike for green laning. I really do mean that. It's unbelievable fun. That amount of power, about 20 horsepower with 130 kilos, for me, in my mind, that's exactly what you want for off-roading. It's never too much to get you into trouble. You can really push it to the limit. It's so fun, I can't even describe it. But let me show you before the sun goes down gear for today. Start with the helmet. This open face is from an American company called Daytona. It's DOT approved, not, I think, CE approved for Europeans, but I really like it because it's got a very low profile. It's a genuinely low pro open face helmet. This from Revit. I actually spent ages trying to find a sand coloured jacket, biking jacket. And I was so happy when I found this. It's a proper biking jacket with full armour, back, shoulders and elbows. But it's slim and it's thin material. So it's really nice wearing in the summer. And it's just so unusual to find a slick, kind of stealth looking beige jacket. I love this. Sunglasses. I really like these because these are actually designed for motorcycles and extreme sport. So they're classic look. They're called the Brando Sunglasses from an Italian company called Ethan. The reason they're good, one, designed for extreme sports, but they're bendy and flexible everywhere, even in the frame and of course the arms as well. So you don't ruin or bend the frames of your, for example, nice Ray-Bans or something like I've done on the open face helmets. They're strong, durable, they've got the sun protection and stuff, so they're really, really useful for the summer months. And boots and jeans, they're not protective, but this is really good if you're wearing some shoes you like. That's a shoe protector from Throttle Snake, and it just means you don't ruin your boots or your shoes. And I'll wrap it up here because the sun's just setting over the hill there. Thank you so much for watching this off-roading video. Please do subscribe to the channel, give the video a like if you can, give a comment. I really appreciate all interaction, and I'll see you in the next one.